Hey, I just realized, no, what are the thumbnail? What's the thumbnail gonna look like? I'm gonna crop half our body lang or
That's
something.
okay. So more close up, just heads. Just heads.
Narinig niyo yan, heads lang.
Hey!
Hi. What up?
Okay. Ready, set, go.
Hi.
This is...
Is this gonna be our thing always? Are we not gonna perfect this ever?
I think so, but that's fine. It gives them something to laugh about. Okay.
Anyway.
Ready, set, go.
Hi.
This is Bring It In with Brian. Brian.
Yeah.
Bring it in. Brian and Ina.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ready,
Hi.
set, go.
Hi.
This is Bring It In with Brian and Ina. Okay, so we're in a more intimate setting this time. Close up, not our usual couch position.
Hindi
because
kita yung chan ko.
might be beneficial if this turns out better, then we might continue this setup. But anyway, we're talking kasi today about something a little bit more sentimental, maybe emotional. So we're finally going to talk about what's been
Happening.
bothering us. Yeah, happening slash bothering slash because we mentioned it na, diba?
Yeah.
But we just couldn't say anything about it just yet. Or we didn't want to say anything about it just yet. But this weekend, this episode is the time that we talk about it. Whew, so yes. Okay, so our news is about our baby, our company. Not our baby.
Our company.
Yeah, our company.
As you know, we are 2/3 of the owners of GrafikGiraffe. So yeah, we've had GrafikGiraffe for 4 years now.
Yeah.
Tama, no? 4 years.
Yes.
Wow.
So okay, so let's put it this way. I guess you could say that the pandemic kind of hit us hard. So GrafikGiraffe offers branding services, graphic design services,
Basically
website,
multimedia stuff.
yeah, website design, development, video production. And I guess ever since we were already like trying our best to survive even before the pandemic. Because we have a lot of competitors. So yeah, so a lot of freelancers out there as well. But now, because of the pandemic, my God, how things have shifted. So like freelance really is king now, and understandably so. So we really felt the struggle. And I guess it got to a point where I think, okay, well, actually, let's put it this way. Ever since the pandemic, and we've mentioned this in I think our first episode, but we would actually like pray every day, you know, hoping for the world, praying for the world, etc., praying for our families. And
We forgot to pray about, for GrafikGiraffe.
I was praying
I was
for
actually
our
joking.
future.
Ugh, you forgot to pray for GrafikGiraffe?
No, I said I was praying.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, so I think what's happening now is more of an answer to our prayers, or my prayers
well,
at least,
yeah.
I think, because it got to a point where I was just praying for our future. So, like tayo being a couple and who wants to start a family. So, how do you say this? I was praying for anything. So, if GrafikGiraffe is to continue, and like I didn't want to keep on relying on like my family for help in terms of keeping GrafikGiraffe afloat, and at the same time, I know realistically that if we want to put up a family, if we want to have a family together and then have the future that we want together, that I may have to be involved in other things. So that's the reason why I placed up my own online page, like Mangga at Iba Pa, selling other stuff. Like I only get like a little profit from that, but it's still something, right? So, and then I even have a coffee account where I can get like donations based on my art if people like my art. But anyway, I was always though aware of the fact that maybe one day my family would offer that I help the family business. And
One
then,
of the family business.
one of the family businesses. And then it got to a point where somewhere, I don't even remember exactly when anymore, but I think it was a little over a month ago. Yeah, a little over a month ago. Where we had no idea anymore what GrafikGiraffe's future was gonna be because we were having such a hard time.
It was hard also maintaining a company, and it's hard to get clients also when you're not going out, and the morale is really low, I guess. Ako personally, I kind of felt like really heavy all throughout the pandemic. Na parang I don't have any motivation to work. I don't have any motivation to meet new people, or get new business. So parang in a way, yeah, that's the hit on me. I don't know about Ina and Patrick personally, but yun yung sa akin. Medyo mabigat. And it's not that I'm not doing anything. I'm still emailing clients. I'm still doing client work. But yun nga lang, it's kind of hard to balance things out na every day you watch the news, every day you see shit out there happening, and not just the pandemic and also the other issues. So parang I mean, ang baba ng moral ko.
I think everyone has a different reaction to what's going on now. So there are people like you who can't process everything, so you have a hard time to move, and that's fine, right? And then there are the people like me. I was the exact opposite, where I kept moving. I kept researching on what we can do for GrafikGiraffe, business development, blah blah blah, other marketing stuff or whatever. But to be very honest, marketing wasn't my course and it's not my specialty. I didn't try we both didn't try advertising, and maybe that's actually one of our weaknesses, right? The fact that we never even tried to experience advertising or other things. Like you and Patrick literally just took multimedia arts and I took photography. None
Kind
of
of
us
base
have a
it off
business.
as well, me personally, na I've been getting clients while studying.
Yeah.
So
Same,
parang
yeah.
ganun din na
Like we thought we could that would be the same. But
we
it's
can get
I
by.
guess
I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
still
it's not,
did
it's not.
everything, and
we survived for 4
It would have been
years.
better lang if we had an ad agency background or something
Yeah,
like
or maybe
that.
not even ad agency, but just like maybe business and sales or
Oh
something.
yeah,
I don't know, whatever
definitely
it
business.
is.
Well, I was planning naman talaga na once na medyo nakaluwag tayo, I'll
Take a business course.
I'll take a business course and get my MBA or something.
Yeah.
I guess in a way yun nga, tama ka. It answered our prayers then of what we should do, or how should we plan accordingly.
That's the way I see it. So anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We haven't even said exactly what's happening yet. So a month and a half ago, around that time, I got offered an opportunity by my family. So they asked, I had a choice, although I had a choice. They told me I had a choice. They wanted to immerse me and groom me to become manager, to manage one of my grandfather's companies. And it took me 2 weeks to figure out if I was going to say yes to that or no, because saying yes to that would entail that GrafikGiraffe would close, because I couldn't see any way that you or Pat could do what I do, and what I do was really needed. So what I would do for
And I'm already
GrafikGiraffe,
doing a lot.
you're
so
doing
I
all the
can't
art, yeah.
any
You're doing
add.
all the design. So I'm operations and marketing, but as a fellow founder, I also do business development and office administration, blah blah blah. So if you take me out of the equation, then I don't know who's going to like follow up on your deadlines. And not to say that I don't trust you and Pat or whatever, but it's more of like, I'm sure we've experienced that. Na sometimes you get so caught up in what you're doing, you sometimes forget like your deadlines, and you forget your.
I think we could have gone by. It's okay pa rin. Kaya naman. We'll just have to adjust and Pero yun nga, it'll be a burden to us. It will be harder. Dadagdag pa sa gagawin namin.
And no one's gonna be marketing you guys. And then, so if I said yes to that, that was my fear. But at the same time, if I said no naman, then I don't know. I things would still be even just more. I think maybe more unstable. And so anyway, so I had to choose between keeping our dream and our company alive versus thinking of
Ahead, the
our
future,
future,
yeah.
our future. Especially with this pandemic, and we have no idea how long this is going to go. So I guess there's a part of me that felt bad that I ended up choosing helping the family business. But then again,
it's not just your decision at the end of the day. It's also my decision also na what are we gonna do with Graphic Giraffe. And ano, parang it's a consensus of the three partners, I guess, na parang pinag-usapan natin na.
Yeah, but actually, if you think about it, we came to the ultimate conclusion pa that me choosing to do that may not have been the worst decision because now, so Graphic Giraffe will be closing as a company, so to speak. So like no physical office space and no more team of 3 or more, no more getting interns. Graphic Giraffe will now be Brian. So
basically what I've been doing for Graphic Giraffe, like get clients and
you just be doing
do
for yourself.
everything, like do the client work, eh, ganun din. I'm just gonna be doing it myself, less the overhead na malaki.
And I think you honestly stand to earn more because yun nga, freelance is king din now eh, diba?
Yun nga. Tsaka,
and no overhead.
Yun nga, hindi ganun kalaki overhead and it'll be hard, definitely. I mean, not going to work and ano, I really don't like freelancing, to be honest. I did before, pero parang when I experienced working with other people, like, alam mo yun, may pinupuntahan kayo na just at home. It's a different, ano.
It's
Although,
different.
our office is just walking distance from our house. Every time I need to poop, I still go home.
Okay.
So, ayun, parang it's different. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be back to how I started before na parang how many days without talking to anybody. Now, there's my wife. I'm talking to her na. She's gonna be home and I'll be talking to her. And I guess it'll be also better kasi we're not gonna be talking about the same thing anymore.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
actually gonna be those couples who like, how's your day?
Oh my
What
God.
happened with your day?
Oh my God, yeah, that's true.
I mean, hindi na yung
Oh, wait,
parehong,
actually,
ano.
wait. Para there's context, I don't want to say the name of my lola's company and I don't want to know the business exactly, but let's just say that it's not in the design industry whatsoever. It's not
way
in the
far.
production industry whatsoever. It's totally different.
Yeah.
It's corporate.
That's
so
why you're gonna undergo training. Kasi
for a long
yung
time.
immersion.
Yeah.
So yeah, ayun. She's gonna be learning to handle the business and I'm gonna be handling my own business.
Yes. No, so I was telling Brian actually, like, if you need to get professional receipts.
Yeah,
like,
I
especially for this kind of thing. Or
if anyone can help me with that would be awesome. Because, oh my God, I've read a lot of how to do it and
it's confusing.
No naman, but hassle lang.
No, but the other thing I was considering, I was telling you, remember, was why don't you just register as a sole prop?
Then my tax will be bigger, I guess.
Let's look into it.
Yeah.
Should Brian get professional receipts as a freelance designer, or should he be a sole proprietorship? Pero because Graphic Giraffe, since day one, was actually under my grandfather's publishing house, so we were like the digital division.
Yeah.
So that was his way of helping us out when we started. That we didn't need all the
Basically,
paperwork
he
na.
has this company already.
Yes.
Pero walang nangyayari.
Yeah. No, so
they
so
didn't
it was
close down.
Yes, it wasn't.
It was suspended.
Yes. So but it was so it wasn't functioning, and when
Yeah.
he found out
That
my
we're
dream,
starting out, yeah.
he offered and said, "Oh, that's almost the same. We can just make you a digital division, blah blah blah." So we operated for 4 years under that publishing house, and it was no problem, and we were extremely thankful because then we didn't have to go through the SEC anymore and then do our own stuff. But to be honest, it would have been nice also to do that ourselves, but we would have known how to do it.
We immediately jumped into working agad, which is nice actually. First week natin may kliyente agad.
Oh yeah,
tayo.
we had an opportunities right away. But so now I'm thinking, like, if you register as a sole prop, now Graphic Giraffe can be on its own. Like, and fine, maybe it's just you, but that's where.
Let's see.
So it's actually like I like this. So this is probably the reason why I feel much better now compared to the first few weeks that this was happening. But I've realized that this is actually just going back to day one.
Yeah.
So like Graphic Giraffe is not totally closed. It's
or
not it's
obliterated.
It's just evolving back down to how it was in day one, and maybe even smaller.
Parang it's we skip a few steps for Graphic Giraffe's growth. I mean, immediately naging toddler na kami without nursing muna or something like that.
Yeah.
But, and because of that, ang laki din ng tax natin because Indian was corporation. So,
I don't know. I don't know
Ang
if we're
sakit din.
accurate in saying that or whatever, but I guess it's true that sole prop really has smaller taxes, right,
yeah,
than
I
corporations.
think so. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Anybody who can help me with that, talk tax and
we
business
don't know
and,
taxes.
I love math, surprisingly, but
Math's got nothing to do with it.
with taxes and all that, yeah.
It's confusing. And so,
No, it would be easier if it was like somewhere else. Like, it's easy to apply for stuff like this. Here, kasi medyo, alam mo yun, ang daming, there's a form for a form.
bureaucracy.
I also saw, when you're gonna pay something, you have to fill up a form. Form 6, 5, something.
yeah.
something.
There's a lot of that.
Parang, wow, magbabayad na ako, mag-fill up ako ng form. Parang, hello. So, yeah. Ayun nga, before, we didn't have to deal with that kasi may accountant na that are helping the company with everything, with our taxes, even
Now
our SSS
you'll be
and all
doing
that.
it on your
Now,
own.
ayun, back to square one, ako na ulit. And before, when I was freelancing, I didn't have this thing kasi I didn't see the
Yeah.
need naman.
Yeah.
But now, if I'm gonna get clients from like companies, they would require receipts.
Yes.
So,
I guess I think that it was like the lesser of the two
Not evil.
evils. No, but like I think it was the best decision because in this way GrafikGiraffe still gets to continue
Yeah.
rather than
and I
GrafikGiraffe.
wouldn't allow it din naman to not continue.
No,
Kasi,
no. What I mean is like, cause the two options were either GrafikGiraffe continues and all three of us are still with GrafikGiraffe, or GrafikGiraffe continues on a smaller scale, and then
Just
the
me and Patrick
others
lang.
find other me. I don't know. Parang I don't know how to explain it, but I'm hoping you get it. But this was just more beneficial.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
see,
it's like parang we checked all doors muna before opening it. Diba?
Yes.
Or going through it.
yes.
Parang we have so many scenarios now. What if we close down? What if we do this? What if we do that?
Yeah.
What's the cost of this? What's gonna be the future for this? I mean, pinag-usapan natin yun for how many weeks? 2 weeks.
That's true. And so Patrick, I don't think he's totally sure exactly what he's gonna do, but
He
he
has
said
plans,
naman,
ang dami
but
niyang
he
plans,
seems
eh.
to have plans. He seems to have plans, but I guess he's not like saying anything lang maybe because he doesn't want to jinx it or whatever because he's kind of like that. But if he chooses to freelance, he can still definitely work with Brian, and then during my free time I can definitely work with Brian as well because Brian will still be accepting video projects, and I used to be the cinematographer for GG. Oh my god, used to be. No, actually I don't think it's used to be. I think still am.
Used to be.
But not you.
You are now a freelancer
No.
of GG.
There. So we're all like
You're a supplier,
freelancers
gonna
now.
lang.
I'm a lot of graph. No, but hey, come on. I'm technically me and Patrick will always be founders.
Yeah.
But we're no longer owners.
Yeah. Because you
We're
can't own me
founders.
because I'm GG now.
Alright. So Brian has full liberty to change up the website, the branding of the
Which I
GrafikGiraffe.
will.
He can even change the name, but he doesn't
I
want to
won't.
change the name. He wants to keep GrafikGiraffe. So I'm looking forward to maybe in the future GrafikGiraffe will grow again.
Be ready for a GrafikGiraffe that's more darker and
That's Brian's
more to
style.
my personality kasi that's how I
I
market
love
myself.
what Shar said
What?
na Basquiat direction. Or is that too much pressure? Is that something you want to say?
I don't know. But yeah, let's see. Basket will guide me through this process.
Me naman, I don't know, I guess I felt like a hypocrite for a while na I'd always tell friends na, you know, do what you love. Just do what you love and everything else will fall in its place. And then suddenly I'm not anymore choosing what I
But
love.
you are still gonna do what you love. You're not gonna give up.
So that's the
anymore.
thing. So my photo studio that I put up with my best friends Alex, Bren, and Johnny, the
It's not
studios
affected.
are Yellow Umbrella Studio and Dapit Hapon. They're not affected whatsoever because I have multiple partners there, 3 partners there, and we were supposed to register already the business But then the pandemic happened, the lockdown happened. So we're like, oh crap, maybe it's not a good time. Buti nga, we didn't like register yet or anything. And most of us have day jobs anyway, so we're kind of fine, and we're just helping each other out right now. And actually, for photographers, I think to some extent freelancing is easier. Just for now.
Yeah.
So what me, Alex, Bren, and Jani does is whenever we get projects, we treat it like a freelance, and then we just split the according to who we're shooting on that day, blah blah blah, and then we save an amount for the capital. So my photo studio is not affected, and I'm happy about that. I will still be able to shoot on the weekends and on maybe on holidays, because weddings happen on the holidays sometimes, right?
And also you have a new passion.
The podcast?
The podcast, the videos, whatever.
So stay tuned, because Brian and I finally, I'm excited because now that my day job is going to be like paper pushing, and so it's going to be like paper pushing, and I'm actually going to have pushing. Well, not paper exactly, but you know what I mean, like it's easier. Okay, I am no longer the person who's going to be struggling so much for his company to stay alive. Like, I will be struggling, yes, but everything is its place na. It's not like us at GrafikGiraffe. Yes, it's established already. Versus
you
like,
just have to
versus us na kapa-kapa pa rin tayo every time because we weren't sure of what we were doing. This one is established already. It's been around for how long now?
And you have competent people also running the company.
Yes, so many people in that versus like tayo, we were just three of us.
Well, we used to be three, so.
Right? So during free time or whatever, and at night when I get home from work, I can finally do my personal things. So like I can fix my website. I can fix my website. I can finally blog. I can write. I can.
I can charge you now for the website.
Oh my god. And then
because
I can save up. I can save up for my personal projects. I can save up to do personal projects and actually pay my models and makeup artists a fee rather than always like, hey, pang portfolio, diba, or favor. Because I want to do that. And
don't that
also sorry. And also I can be with my team and then with you as well if you have projects where I'm free and then I can
So yeah, it's not a goodbye. It was sad. I mean, nag-away kami nito.
I'm sad. I'm still sad.
It was hard for us for 2 weeks na we were trying to decide.
Excuse me, not just 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, more than 2 weeks.
The whole time. So the whole 1 month and a half.
Until now, nag-aaway pa rin kami.
No, it's not even about the fighting. You're not sleeping. We're all grieving differently. So I
haven't been sleeping.
I don't know what Patrick's been doing, but he started packing way earlier than us. But between the three of us, kasi Patrick is the most practical. So he very, very practical. So I'm not surprised that he was the one who started packing sooner and doing another files na sooner, and he's figuring out, maybe because also it's harder for him in terms of logistics, because he technically lives in Cavite and he's just dorming here in Makati. So now he had to like inform his landlord and then pay stuff and so on and so on. So he had to think in advance and plan things in advance. So like props to Patrick, right? You naman, you haven't been sleeping properly at all. And you have bouts of like sadness and
it's kind of like depressing, I guess.
It is.
And then, yun nga, magigising ako in the middle of the night or really, really early, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And then I couldn't go back to sleep na. And I'm thinking of the setup sa bahay. Kasi we don't live in a really big house. We don't have another room for an office that we can convert to an office.
So we're thinking like Brian's office would be in our bedroom.
How the fudge am I gonna, put myself in the house all day. It was fun during the pandemic kasi dalawa kami and our dining table became our workstation.
Yeah. But I miss the dining table.
Yeah, I miss eating in the dining table, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to fix a bunch of stuff and ngayon nga, the equipment, saan ko ilalagay, saan ko ipapatong sa ulo ko, whatever. So ang dami ko iniisip. I'm not even thinking of if I'm gonna get any clients or what. Kasi I'm kind of confident na I hope. Or I'm just thinking positively na I'm gonna get clients now kasi I can charge a bit lower than usual na kasi yun nga, hindi na malaki overhead ko.
The two of us also will finally have, or more so you actually, will finally have time to like really focus on our YouTube channels. Not this podcast YouTube channel.
There's another one.
Yeah, our ano.
Stay tuned because I'm also figuring out my style in terms of coloring, in terms of what am I gonna talk about. And yeah, I'm very excited with that because I have a new peg and it's very much my style. Kind of like our wedding video na how we chose the kung sinong who's gonna be our videographer. It's kind of I look for someone who has my style also na medyo grungy, medyo dark, medyo it's not yung super bright and super happy. I want it moody, something
Yeah,
like
and
that, without being too moody.
And it's like you knew what you wanted, but you just didn't know how to like explain visually or find an exact visual representation. And then suddenly you found them, and then now you can, you know.
Now I know.
Now
All
you
I
know.
need now is a helicopter lang.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh my
but
god.
anyway, so yeah,
We're going through changes.
yeah.
GrafikGiraffe is evolving. Two of us are evolving and changing as a couple and individually. Very nervous and
And excited, I guess.
excited at the same time. Extremely sad because we have our last 3 days. So July 15 is our
Our last
day.
day in the office would be July 15.
Yes. So we're
So,
packing up everything. It's becoming very sad, and I'm finding like all of these papers from our beginnings, like when we first did our blueprint layout of our first office
Yeah.
ever and stuff.
And thinking about sad stuff also, because yun nga, one huge thing pala I forgot that happened to me was explaining to my mom how are
Yeah.
how am I gonna talk to her
Because
about
his mom
this?
was one of the
She's one of the investors,
one of
and
the first. Yeah.
alam mo yun, when I asked my mom for capital, it's not even parang that I think that was the first time I've seen my mom release money, gave me money like walang kaano-ano. Before, alam mo yun,
'Cause she has
shoes or whatever
faith in
it is,
you.
and then
She
no.
believes
I
in
mean,
you.
I've never I asked my mom before for some stuff, but alam mo yun, luluhod muna ako. Well, not really, but anyway, this was the easiest because she was very supportive of what I wanted to
wanted,
be. Kasi
yeah.
ever since, kasi I've jumped through how many schools na and how many courses, and I was surprised when I told my mom. I was so scared when I told my mom na I'm gonna shift again for the last time, I hope, to multimedia arts.
Yeah.
I didn't even try to convince her or what. She just said, if that's what you want, if you think you're gonna graduate na finally, then go ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was kind of hard for me to tell my mom how na we're closing down the company and what am I gonna do, and the first time I told her was really hard kasi it was in passing lang kasi nagmamadali siya and she has some stuff to do and I wasn't even supposed to tell her yet, but I kind of blurted it out na kasi she asked, oh, how are you guys? So at first nagalit siya kasi not naman nagalit pero she wondered lang na what about the capital I placed up, what's gonna happen to that? And then kinabukasan she called me crying and saying sorry that nabigla lang siya na she forgot to think about how would I feel na how do I feel about the company and so we got to talking. I said sorry and but I'm still gonna pay my mom pa rin eventually kasi ayun nga, I don't want, I feel the need to pay her. That's it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was a very emotional, one of the most emotional things I've gone through during this time also.
Yeah.
Kasi, yun nga.
My mom naman was like, she was so happy for me kasi I'm capable pala of choosing family over my dream. And I was like,
No, kasi you're very, we're artists. No one expects us to do paperwork or other office jobs.
No, it's not even that. I'm capable pala of choosing what's best for my family. Then than following my dream. Because she always knew that I always like hustled for my dreams, my goals, diba, to accomplish them. And then, well, she's always naman supportive of me doing that. But then I guess to see that I am also capable
Yeah,
pala of
it
choosing
was-
my family as well.
It was you growing as a person, I guess.
I guess.
Or maturing. Maturing.
I wouldn't say I chose. I definitely like family, like us as a family, and even being able to maybe one day take care of like my mom when she's older and stuff. That's definitely one of the biggest reasons why I chose this, why I chose to another family business. But ultimately, I think it's also because I don't see any a bad I can still shoot. It's a balance, but definitely family was a really huge factor. So yeah.
Well, thank you. So, magiging palamunin muna ako ni Ina for... No, I never like that feeling naman.
Wait. What does palamunin mean?
You will feed me.
Grapes and comb your hair, which
I
you
would
have
love
none
that.
of. Okay.
So yeah,
so yeah.
that's it. Now you know.
Be
Let
nice.
us know what you think
Be nice
in
to
the
us.
comment section. And
I-
please help me with taxes and stuff like that in BIR and
We had a good 4 years. It was a very good run.
Oh yeah, a lot has happened, ups and downs.
Very
and
good run.
I feel like at this point we should be playing the montage na of the company.
It's closing time.
But yeah, a lot has happened. Fights in the office.
A lot.
A lot of inuman at kulitan and
Interns.
kaguhan.
All the interns and all the
Yeah,
people we've ever
I'm
worked
gonna miss
with.
all the
Ah.
interns. I already miss them kasi ayun nga, we don't get to see them at all because we are very close to our interns. We
My
still talk
former
to them.
interns.
So yeah, wish
I'm
us
gonna
luck,
miss the
I guess.
Halloween parties.
We can still have Halloween parties.
At the house?
No, somewhere else. I'm gonna rent a place. I'm gonna be rich, bitch.
Okay, anyway.
Thinking positive.
Yes.
So yeah,
This
That's
is
it.
not goodbye.
this is.
This is...
See you later.
Yeah. This is see you later. For GrafikGiraffe, not the podcast. The podcast will
But
continue.
yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, nothing to tell.
Nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. I did get an interesting enough from my brother though, who said that maybe there are some people out there who's interested to know how we started GrafikGiraffe and how to startup design or whatever. If anyone's interested, I
gonna
guess. I honestly don't feel like we're the best
Yeah,
people
so we're
to.
closing it. But
No,
yeah.
but well,
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
I always encourage our interns naman din noon na to start their own business, to start this. Kasi, who knows, it's hard work and also a little bit percentage of luck.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like any other thing in life. I mean, may konting percentage of luck dyan. So, yeah. And I'm still gonna encourage them. Even whatever happened, wala akong regret starting GrafikGiraffe and
No regrets at all.
no regrets. It's all fun memories. Even the sad memories, whatever happened before, all the things.
Yeah.
It's just memories, and I will look back at it and yeah. Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Cue the
It's a really tiny,
The montage.
really tiny violin.
So yeah.
That's
I guess that's
all.
it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if we're gonna be successful, but we're trying to shorten our podcast now because we listen to you guys.
For the record, also.
Why do you have to defend?
I'm gonna defend. I'm always gonna defend. A lot of podcasts that I listen to are like 40 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, and then
Yeah, but-
fine, we don't have an audio only yet, but we already signed up for an account on a platform that can put us on Spotify and stuff.
Apple Music.
So we're getting there.
But
Right.
yeah,
For now, this is video format only
we're
because
trying
that's
to
what
make
we can
this
do.
shorter also kasi I feel like medyo mahaba nga naman. And for people you don't know or you haven't heard of yet, I don't want to watch an hour long of Ina and Brian because I
We're-
don't know them.
To be very frank, also we're also just doing this for fun.
Yeah. So I
So-
don't care.
So we also don't totally.
But we do listen to your comments, like the
Yeah.
audio and stuff
So
like
we
that.
don't totally like care what we do on here, but we care about you guys and what you have to say. I don't.
No,
or
we
is it
love the
other way around?
suggestions. We're open to suggestions. of
Oh yeah,
improving
okay, yeah.
this.
We're open to
Yeah.
it. We're gonna take them into consideration.
Medyo ano lang to, attached lang siya masyado. And ano. Ako okay.
I
lang.
like to talk. Anyway. Alright, okay.
Alright.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
See you next Sunday, I guess.
We haven't even posted on a Sunday
This
since
will
the
be
first
posted on the Sunday because today is
I
Saturday.
hope. Fingers crossed. If it's a Monday and you're watching this, I'm so
I'm
sorry.
so sorry. Alright, sige. Bye.
Bye.